The decision to hit the Sawdust Trail was a risky decision in every way. Her mother came up with money whenever she needed it, but she's a woman preacher. She doesn't have an established clientele. She doesn't have lots of invitations. She's still depending on word of mouth.
Over the next 7 years, McPherson would crisscross the country 6 times as the nation grappled with the dizzying consequences of the First Great War, a deadly flu epidemic, and far-reaching social change. Everywhere she went, her homespun old-time religion struck a chord among working-class Protestants who felt left behind by modern times.
Evangelicals who were largely confined to small towns, rural areas, were not terribly comfortable with urbanization and industrialization, changes in the cities, in part because of the influx of non-Protestant immigrants. And so they began to retreat from the larger culture.
These people needed faith, and they needed the kind of faith that was immediately accessible in the emotionalism of Sister Aimee's revival.
She spoke frequently of her children, of her own life and experience, of how she knew what it was like to have a sick child up all night, or a child who was not doing well in school.
She turned the gospel of fear, of hellfire and damnation, which had characterized American evangelists, to the gospel of love.
At a time of deep racial divisions, sometimes enforced by law, Sister Aimee's gospel embraced blacks as well as disenfranchised whites. When her ministry made its way to Key West, Florida, she ignored warnings and pitched her tent in a poor black part of town. There, she held what she claimed was the first integrated revival in the town's history.
Aimee actually had Roberta baptized by a black minister. She had an African-American man take her out into this river, baptize her, because for McPherson, this was a symbol of her effort to reach out to people of all races.